How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and today we're going to be talking about EBON, SOS, and Hive. Yes, I'm going to be talking about Hive a lot more because you know what? I have a lot of high conviction for this play. They also recently announced a strategic partnership, which I'm going to be putting up on the screen. You guys can check that out. I'll make sure there's a link below for that article so you can get into more details. But what I want to get straight into, I want to kind of show you what Bitcoin is actually looking like right now, and we'll give you a good explanation in regards to what you're seeing in your stocks and in the overall sector in general. All right, so as we can see right here, Bitcoin is at $52,406.50. Of course, this is changing. So if we take a look here, take a look at the 50-day moving average. So we've seen, and I know you guys see it on your screen, so far, whenever it touches this particular trend line, it does a pretty decent job rebounding back. So what we're looking for, we want to see if history actually repeats itself. So where we see it when it was getting down, touching the 51s, the 52s, I want to see if that's going to be a solid area of support and whether it can actually hold up. If it does a good job holding up, then we could see a move going towards the upside, and we could see this change being reflected on the entire sector in regards to the stocks that you may be holding, especially the stocks that we talk about. So that's what I want you guys to be aware of. So please keep that in mind. I'm using Webull, so that pretty much means if you guys want to have a similar setup to mine, you can set this up very easily and you can see it on your phone and have those indicators there. But as you can see, we definitely want to see Bitcoin actually making a move and bouncing off that 50-day moving average. I won't take up any more of your time. Let's get into those technical analysis videos and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis for SOS, which ended up doing okay today. No change whatsoever. Finished at $6.09. Which is exactly what it did yesterday. If we take a look at what the low of the day was, we got down here to a great buying opportunity of $5.18 and ended up seeing a high of the day at $6.20, which we could see was a clear area of resistance, especially for the later parts of the trading hours. So from 250 and on. If we take a look at what the next resistance area was, we could see here we had some resistance right at this $6 area. So it was very important and great to see that SOS was able to break through it. And it definitely looks like that's forming an area of support for SOS. We want to see it staying strong above 6, as you can see, doing a great job staying above that 21-day EMA at 614. So if we finish above 610, it's still looking good and it's still looking bullish for more movements. We've also noticed the performance that we're seeing from Bitcoin is definitely not what we've been looking for, but at the same time, I'm still bullish on my overall outlook. So we see we have this resistance area here at 620, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing us break through it, especially if the market maintains its bullish uptrend as we've seen with a lot of stocks today. So what we want to take a look at is the 5-day 5-minute. So we want to see what it's been looking like as of late. So if we move out the chart even a little bit more so we can see some other days, we can see once we can get past this 620 area, we're definitely looking forward to making a move, getting up to 640. Once we can get to 640, then we can look towards that 660, and that would be definitely a big move to look forward to because we would touch 680. Now let's take a look at the 3-month 1-day chart. So we saw from yesterday it broke through the trend. And if we open it up just to kind of show you the bigger picture here, having this movement here, we kind of just stayed the same. So the moment we can get past this resistance area, like I was saying, and make a serious move past 6, getting past 610, then we could definitely look forward to seeing it reclaim back to $6.78 and then continue its trend. Again, this is normal, and I look at these as buying opportunities because when it does begin to recover and when Bitcoin starts gaining more momentum and going to the upside, I definitely see the stock price of SOS moving upwards. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis for EBON. So we ended up seeing a high for EBON of $7.83 on the day, and we ended up having a low of $6.68, and this is during regular trading hours. We could see as far as percentage change, it was down 0.26%. So not that bad at all when we take that into consideration. We could definitely see here as we open up the chart to see how it was doing on the day. We have a resistance here area right at $7.80. Even though we got to that high of $7.83, it wasn't there that long, but this is definitely a clear area that we want to see EBON getting through. We could also see going down in the after hours, it's around $7.76. So it's definitely staying bullish. And one thing that we could take notice of, if we take a look at the 21-day EMA, we'd love to see it actually close above it, as you can see it here at $7.71. If we take a look at the support areas, I definitely want to see it hold down this area of support around $7.60. I'll be looking forward to that, and just seeing it actually close above that, and also closing above what we priorly said. Now, taking a look at another area of support is seeing how well it can hold down $7.20, and also how well it can hold down $7. These are areas to look out for. So one of the things we want to take into consideration is that whenever you see EBON in this particular range of $6, that is a great opportunity. So I congratulate those who are able to take advantage of it, because you really can't go wrong when it's at these prices. Even if we take a look at the 5-day 5-minute, if we take a look at the 5-day 5-minute, you can see, yes, it's been on a downward trend, but if we could break through these areas where we closed at $7.74, we could definitely look forward to a move going to $8, as you can see here, and then seeing another move that will be strong, moving up to $8.27, getting past that area. Then we can look forward to testing around $8.50. If we take a look now at the 3-month 1-day chart, so as we saw from yesterday, it did end up breaking through the trend, but also we see this big green candle here. So just like for SOS, I definitely still do see some upside for EBON. It is far from finished. Like I said, it runs alongside with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin was not showing the most strongest of movements today, and we saw that reflected. If it ended up having a strong movement, then we would have seen EBON run even further, considering how the market conditions were overall. But at the same time, still remaining bullish. But just to show you quickly here, you can see right here from the 50-day simple moving average, this is an opportunity. It also came close to actually touching the 100-day simple moving average. So these opportunities right here don't come that often. You can see prior to the other run up, the first run up here when it was at $13.70, it definitely made contact with the 50-day. Look at that. It touched it and then boom, made a strong run up here. So are we going to be repeating this pattern? That's something that I'm really looking forward to seeing. But as you can see, if it touches down here to $6.51, I would definitely love to see a repeat of what we saw previously back in February right here. So make sure you're keeping this on your radar and you're aware of the possible price action that we could be seeing. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Hive Blockchain. That's right, we have a third one that we're going to be adding to our updates in regards to these cryptocurrency Bitcoin play stocks. So as you can see for Hive, we ended up having a Hive today at $3.30, and this is coming near to the close, and we also see that we had a low of the day at $2.60. If you don't know already, this was a big time buy opportunity right here. We could take a look at the RSI and look where we're at. We're almost right at that 30 level. So that was a big time opportunity. If we take a look at what the support area was, we definitely have some support here at $2.75, and then continue the area support here at $2.90. And what I'm looking forward to seeing if it's going to be able to hold down this area around $3.20 and $3.15. So of course, this is one of the cheaper stocks out of the other two with SOS and EBON, but I do believe in the long-term potential of Hive Blockchain. So as we can see here, we want to take a look at the resistance level. So we see we have some resistance here right at this $3 level. But again, this is an opportunity where a lot of stocks are down right now, especially these Bitcoin type of plays. So if you're thinking about adding, these are great opportunities to actually consider. So now what we want to do is take a look at the 5-day 5-minute. So we compare what's been going down. Yes, it's been on a downward trend, but it's actually doing a fairly good job reclaiming. So if we take a look right here, 331 being that resistance area, 330, let's just call it that. The next area that we can look forward to seeing where it also has some support is around 340. If we can break through that 340 area, we can make that move up to 347. Once we pass there, then we could definitely look forward to seeing a move getting up to that 360 area. So now let's take a look quickly at the 3-month 1-day chart so we can look at the overall trend of Hive Blockchain. So we can see right here, look, it's definitely been bullish. We've covered this before when we first covered it alongside with Kanan. So there's definitely some support here at this 350 area, and I want to see what's going to be happening. Will it reclaim it? Of course, this is moving with momentum in this particular sector. So the resistance area that we need to be passing is right here at this 341. If we can get past this 340 area, then we can make a move to 357 and start reclaiming back into the 370s. As you can see right here, this was definitely a buying opportunity when it got here down to the low of $2.60. Let's take a look at that right there. Right? So that's an opportunity to take advantage of, especially when you see how well it broke right through that 50-day. So these are opportunities to actually take into consideration. We've already seen previously it's reached highs of $5.75. And since I have a lot of conviction for this stock, I definitely do believe it can actually come back to retesting and getting past this particular area. So that's the update, you guys. If it ends up pulling back a little bit tomorrow, like I said, you really can't go wrong. And if it ends up moving upwards, you're still getting it at a fair price. So for my final thoughts, what you see right now going on with a lot of these Bitcoin crypto plays, they are definitely in buy zones. They are buying opportunities. When you see those dips, like we covered in the technical analysis portion of these stocks, you need to make sure, especially if you are considering it and you are interested, that you start adding to your positions. You don't need to go in with one whole lump sum, but I'm telling you right now, the prices that we have, they're really good, especially when Bitcoin starts to recover. I would definitely make sure that you could be a part of that big time run up. That also makes me want to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. If you're like myself, I believe that Bitcoin is going to be hitting 100K either before the end of this year or at the beginning of next year. So if you have that same kind of conviction, then you better believe you better be considering putting in some sort of a position in either of these stocks, because it's going to get crazy when this happens. As far as for long term, I must say, I'm liking Hive and I'm liking it at the price it's at. Hope you guys find that helpful, and we'll talk soon.